Good day everyone, so for today's video I want to do things a bit differently. Rather than showing you combat and how good Nahida is, I want to talk and reminisce a bit about the character herself. So it really is no secret that Nahida is my second favorite character next to Kokomi, and I want to give a bit of time to just reflect on why she's such a good character and why I've come to really enjoy her. And if you do pick her up, that hopefully you can understand the perspective that I've got as well. So it really is obvious that from a design, she fits in well with this nature motif. She's got this fairy-like design which really pairs well if you put her in an ethereal environment you can see here in the background. And if you now tie all of this with the concept of wisdom, then you've got the makings of a good story that you can write. And I have said this in the past, the Sumeru 3.2 Archon quest, that entire wrap up of Sumeru, that was the best we've ever had in Genshin Impact. That for me was the best Genshin Impact was, and it all culminated with Nahida and her story quest. In fact, when she fought against Scaramouche with the Traveler and you had her effectively playing out the Samsara cycles and simulations of the battle, it really piqued my little geeky side because I'm just like Nahida. I love being so inquisitive and thinking about things. There's a lot in her that I can see in myself, and I think that's why she's such a good character for me. It's the same with Kokomi. There's a lot in myself that I can see in Kokomi, and it's just the complement of these two characters that really makes me enjoy them. It's not just the combat, but just also what they represent as characters, and that's just so good. However, there is a bit of a sad part to all of this, and that is the fact that I often feel very alone in my view about Nahida. And what I mean by that is that when you have a character that is so well written, it is hard for other people to really appreciate what you're seeing. So with this I mean that a lot of people like making memes about Nahida with her and Scaramouche, or they make MMD videos, or if you've seen the infamous swearing Spanish Nahida. I mean, this is just how the Genshin communities amuses themselves, but in that process what is really lost is the character herself. And even in some of the more let's say unscrupulous corners of the internet when it comes to characters like Nahida, very often she's just seen as something in which you can live out your fantasies, rather than properly understanding that you're supposed to be the one that comes to her fantasy and appreciate her as a character. That is how I see Nahida, and that's very much in the same way with Kokomi. And it's just sad that that level of appreciation is something that I don't see very often in the Genshin Impact community. Regardless, I've set my little story here today, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed it, and let's just take then a bit of a moment to enjoy the final sunsets here with Nahida.